Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
I'd like to thank the Chamber for hosting this event. Let's give the Chamber a round of applause. Before I get started giving a thumbnail sketch of what we hope to achieve and what we have achieved, would like to recognize my wife of 39 years. Thank you for what you do for me personally as well as what you do for the city of Enterprise. I'd also like to recognize my brother. Thank you, Lamar, for being here, and thank you for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take and tell you that we'd like to continue the progress of the city of Enterprise. Work ethics, come early, stay late. I will continue to do that. We tell you that this administration has built a relationship with department heads that works. Also, we've achieved over $52 million worth of grant funding over the last 13 years. Some of that grant funding has went toward downtown sidewalks, street resurfacing, especially for Dolphin Street, Cobbinville Road, Highway 27. Would also tell you we did some improvements to sewer infrastructure, water improvements, also improvements at the airport, skate park to begin construction. Demolition of dilapidated properties began last week. Police department vest and equipment. Would also tell you that we've also been able to receive funding for farmers market design and promotion. One of the things that I can say that this administration is most proud of is over the last 16 years that we've been able to resurface 16 miles of residential streets. That, I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is going to continue to stay in the next coming term as one of our goals to continue that process. Ongoing projects. We are going to take and move Central Fire Station onto the old action of Enterprise. That will be the beginning process of remodeling City Hall. Also, we'll be doing groundbreaking of the 4th Fire Station next week, this week. Bucks Memorial Stadium, College Street, Elementary School, convert that over into a museum as well as a cultural arts center. Long-term, ladies and gentlemen, would be a new recreation center, library, new soccer complex, and as always, to keep Fort Rucker safe and secure for the future of this city as well as our nation. The last 16 years, ladies and gentlemen, Enterprise has garnered a positive reputation, both locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. And I'm very proud of that reputation. We've worked hard to build those reputations. In the next 4 years, we feel like that this will be the defining moments for the future of this city. And I do believe the best is yet to come. All I have to offer is a work ethic and experience. I feel that I've showed that since I've been elected. I want to continue to serve you with a servant's heart. And I would like to close by asking for your humble consideration and vote on August the 23rd at the Enterprise Recreation Complex. Thank you.
Give an honor to my God, because without him, none of us would be here. I made a mistake last time in not honoring my beautiful wife. Hello, Silvana. I love you. You see, I know what meaningful change means. I have to change. I have to make sure. But many of you know that I'm a pastor here at Enterprise. And many of you know that I've served the United States Army for 31 years, 6 months, 4 days, and 2 hours. But during that time, I learned to do something. It's called listen. The United States government taught me to listen. My congregation has taught me to listen. What I'm doing this morning is I'm asking you to talk to me. Don't be afraid that I'm not going to listen, because I listen and I react to what you're saying. I put it into what I call groups that we sit down and study to see how we can make things better. I'm not going to be bullying you, I'm going to work with you. Which takes me to the last few weeks. I've had an opportunity to knock on many, many doors, probably some of you. And it saddens me. It saddens me because I grew up in this city. I am and will always be proud of Enterprise. I love Enterprise. But it's time out for foolishness. I asked the current administration, is it 1,500 jobs we got? Or is it the negative 1,000 jobs that we got? I asked that question. Let them justify it, not me. Justify it. Help me to understand what it's like for the young man and young woman that graduates from high school that takes a $7.50 an hour job. That's $10,000 under the poverty level. And we're taxing them through the roof. How can they live? How can they survive? I look at a lot of these men in here that are real estate owners. You know why you can't pay for a house on $7.50 an hour. You know that. So why can't we bring meaningful jobs back into our city that will allow us to, first of all, put our people back to work? We got people traveling 40 and 50 miles outside of the city limits. I've got the proof right here in my hand for meaningful jobs so that they can buy homes. You know, when I was a young man, I used to hear the American dream. That was to go to Enterprise High School and play defensive end and be voted the most valuable player, the most improved player, most loved player. That's the accomplishment. And then to go to Alabama State University and be the first black officer to be selected from Auburn University from Alabama State University. So I know what's the first like. The first like is right now. It's first that we need to take a look at what we're doing. Let's realign our city. Let's go back to the basics. When I say the basics, I'm talking about our seniors. I spent time with them over the last 2 weeks, and this is the very thing they said to me. Mr. Shipman, can you get us some reliable transportation? Our buses are breaking down. We were in Florida at a trip, and a church had to bring us home. Not this city. It broke me down like tears. Enterprise is better than that. Our veterans. I gave this country 31 years of my hard-earned life, and I expect our city to take care of me. I expect our city to make sure that I got a ride if I need to go to the hospital, to make sure my city does for me what I've done for it. Our children deserve better. Look across the street at that pool over there. Look over there. My son couldn't play basketball if he tried. My daughter could. Where she go? She wanted to go swim a tap. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time out. I thought about this, and then yesterday I was walking back to my car, and a friend of mine said, "Dr. Shipman." I said, "Yes." She said, "Why is it that there are 208 Sundays and we only see the mayor once every time he comes to our church is just for our vote? Does he not care about our community?" I said, "I care." I asked each church in here, just give me an invitation, I'll come. Because I have been called. I wasn't sent, I was called. So this morning I say to you, do you want a mayor that's 90 days or 4 years? You make that decision. I promise you, if you give me your vote, I'll give you 100% of the Shipman team. God bless you. God keep you. God bless the United States of America.
This morning, my wife and I moved to Enterprise approximately 13 years ago. We chose to move to Enterprise. Speaking of my wife is standing right back there. She's the best part of me, so God bless you. But anyway, we chose to move to Enterprise approximately 13 years ago. My dad retired from the military right here at Fort Rucker after 32 years of service to our country. With that in mind, I'd like to quickly say thank you to all you men and women who have served our country in the military, armed forces, all of you men and women who serve our countries now. I appreciate you. It's because of what your sacrifices that you made over the years and in the past is because of what I'm able to do right now. I never take a day before I take that life. So I appreciate that. About 2 months ago now, when I decided to enter this race, I had no personal agenda. I did not have a political agenda. I got into this race because I felt it was what I needed to do, and I felt that's what was in my heart to do. I have a tremendous desire to serve people. I have a passion that has been developed in me even over the past few weeks as I've gotten out and campaigned across the city of Enterprise. I cannot get to every door, but as many people as I try to talk to door, going business to business, I have developed a passion in my heart that I did not even have as of 2 months ago. That passion was that I saw and still recognize as of this morning that there's many people out there that feel like Enterprise is a great place to live, a wonderful place to live. But I believe we are on the verge of being able to take that next step forward. There's new heights that Enterprise can take to go forward into the future. There's dreams we have not reached yet. Our destiny has not been fulfilled yet as a city. At the same time, there's many people across our great city that do not feel like their voices are being heard. They do not feel like they have a voice that will listen to them at the city hall level. That is not to demean anyone necessarily there, but it is to bring out the truth. It's time that we have someone that's willing to step forward and say, enough is enough. It is time for the political machine to stop. It is time for everybody to feel like when they walk into that city hall that they will have someone that will listen to them. Not just a certain segment of society, not just a select group of people, but every voice. What is sad to me, and how this comes apart, or comes more to fruition to me, is that the more and more city employees that I talk to, people across the city, when you have a group of people that do not feel like they can talk and say something for threat of retaliation, loss of job, that something would happen to their business because they are women, or because if they speak up, they feel intimidated. That has got to stop. It is time that somebody will be their voice, will stand up and say, I will listen to you. I'm not part of the inner crowd. I'm not part of the inner circle that has had control over this city for many years. Some people do not want to hear that, but I'm here to tell you it's happening. Because I talked to many people out there that are saying it's time for a select group of people to stop having control over our city. We want someone who will listen to us, where our voice is listened to. I want to be that person that will listen to you. I'm going to take this chance here. Just this last week, a couple weeks ago, after 2 weeks that I announced my candidacy for mayor, I was served a lawsuit. I was served a lawsuit by our city attorney. That lawsuit stems from a piece of property that I wanted to buy approximately 4 years ago, and I was not able to purchase it. I went to the individual approximately 2 months prior to the closing of that property and said, due to unforeseen circumstances, I cannot buy that property at this time. Now, after 4 years, I'm served a lawsuit. Coincidence? I think not. I think it's politically motivated, so that bothers me. That reconfirmed in my heart that what we have going on in this city is wrong. It's time for a change in leadership. I need people like you to be willing to stand with me on August 23rd and say, enough is enough. We want Enterprise to be a city that everybody can speak up. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Enterprise. And God bless America.